Welcome to my Coral Island review for early access. This is just going to go over some of the key features of the game that I really enjoy. So enjoy. And of course, like all good farming sims, you can't go without farming. I enjoy playing with the controller, but they do also have mouse and keyboard options. I just find the controller to be easier for me. And I also really enjoy, as part of the farming, that they do have these sprinkler systems that help kind of auto water so you don't have to focus so much on that, especially in later game when you want to expand out. And then you have your shipping box where you can put all your produce and things you catch for the day. You have a pretty big farmland where you also have trees where you can cut down for your wood that you use for crafting later on as well. Just more resource grabbing that you can get on the farmland. And you can also use that scythe as well for harvesting your crops without harming the plant themselves. Just a big overview of the land. And then of course is fishing. It's pretty intuitive, I think, and I enjoy it. Not as complicated as some fishing parts in other games, but not like overly too easy, so it does keep you engaged. And then if you find junk on your line, you can cut your line so you're not wasting time. And you can upgrade your fishing rod so you can catch the more difficult fish with more ease. And there are different fishing areas in the game that do have different fish. So it's never the same thing over and over, which I do enjoy. And then I do find that some of the ocean fish can be a little more challenging compared to, say, the river or pond. They also have bug catching. I'm not the greatest at this part, but I do find it enjoyable as well in the game. I think one of my favorite parts is the diving. It's a very different experience than I'm used to in other games, and it's just a lot of fun, and you can collect some really cool stuff. And the whole main part is to clean the ocean because it does have pollution, as you can see. There are some harvestable items that you can get, as you saw that I just picked up. And so this, you just kind of clear its path so it can activate, and it helps clear up some of this oil sludge. And then there are mermaids in the game. It kind of teases at that later in the video, some shots of them. I haven't made it that far yet because, like I said, this is early access and I haven't put too much time since they are releasing the full version in just a couple days. Some of the items you can find, as you can see, you pick up trash, which is going to be a big material you use in crafting. And then you can also find like coffers that you take to the blacksmith to open. And then you can also find more rare items later in the game, such as fossils, which you do see me pick up here in a moment. And those fossils you just take to the research lab. Another pretty much favorite part is the mining, which is where you're going to get obviously a lot of your ore for your crafting and making your tools better, so you can break open more difficult items. And then each of the mines are themed, so they have earth, water, which is what this one is, which there are monsters in the mines that you do have to fight, which actually I do like that part. Everything pretty much does take up your stamina, so you must kind of watch what you're doing and just keep an eye on that. And then the others, I believe, are air and fire. And monsters do drop items that you can sell for money. I'm sure there are crafting items that you can use as well, and quest items that you can turn in. They also have festivals. I've only experienced a couple myself. They're, I think, pretty fun. They're very cute, and they do have mini games. Granted, in full release, these may look different. The developers have been working on it, trying to make it a more fun experience for everyone from everything they've learned from early access. There's a bunch of different NPCs that you can interact with. You'll see me walk around and kind of talk to a lot, so you can see kind of who's in game, what they say, talk like. And a lot of them are dateable, so you're not stuck to just picking like one out of a couple. There are several that you can romance in the game. Here's one of the mini games. I will admit I am not great at button mashing, so unfortunately I do lose this mini game. But like I said, this mini game may not be in the full release, or it may be completely different. And that full release is on the 14th. For Steam anyways. I think it might be different on console. I would just keep an eye out. I just think the game itself is a very beautiful game. I love the art style. And you do win prizes from the mini games. I just think the characters are very cute, and they do bring a lot of life to the game. And I love the different diversity that you see in the characters. And they all have like their different styles and personality. And there are a couple of shops, as you saw, that you can buy from if you're interested. And then here you can see the mermaid that I was telling you about. And I believe there are mermaid NPCs that you can also romance in the game as well. And any game wouldn't be good without their shops. So of course you have your blacksmith, so you can improve your items. They have a shop so you can buy any of the ore you might need. You can upgrade your tools, and you can process any coffers that you can find. There's a museum that you can donate items to, and you get rewards for donating. Very similar to Animal Crossing for those that are familiar. They have the lab, so you have a shop there as well. You can upgrade items. You can process the fossils, so this is where you go to break them open. You can find bones or all kinds of stuff. Of course, there's a general store, so this is pretty much going to be where you find all your seeds, and you'll see also your bag upgrade. And it can get a little pricey, so just watch your money. There's a furniture shop, so you can design your farm to whatever your heart's content. And of course, you know you love that customization, so you can change your hairstyle and also your clothing. There aren't too many options, so hopefully once the full release there will be more. Fingers crossed, although the options they have now aren't too bad. And of course, for the farming, you can have animals. It is a farming sim after all. So you have your regular shop and then where you find your animals. And of course, to have the animals, you do need a barn. So for that, you'll see the carpenter. So that's where you'll have all your stuff for your farming needs, as well as your house upgrade, which they do offer different styles as well. They do offer a lot of customization options in this game, and I do love that. For when your stamina does get low, they do offer a spa bathhouse. So you kind of just relax in the water, and as you can see, your stamina slowly gets restored. I think this area is really cute. I really like it. And of course, you have your goddess temple where you do have the option to put in your offerings so you can unlock other stuff, as well as get gifts from the goddess for restoring her. And of course, your handy dandy menu. So we do have tons of crafting. This is only a fraction of what you can craft. Of course, your quests. Your ranking, you can upgrade your town, museum, ocean, tells you how you're doing. Overall, your player status, all the produce, caught, found, the extra people you meet, some monsters you encounter. Right, you have your map. It's a pretty decent sized map, as you can see. It is pretty easy to navigate, but it can be a bit large. As I said, there are tons of NPCs, and most of them, as you can see, say single, and you can date them. There are some giants that you can find, and of course your skill points or your mastery points. Right, the only downside is to save, you have to go to bed. That's the only downside I'm not a fan of. And of course, in your menu, they do have tons of other options as well, so you can change the length of your day and just how everything is kind of overall viewed.